All right, now we're going to go through and we're going to create a basic map. So we're going to do this one this time from a blank report, and I'll add a data set. This is the same data set that we used earlier, which is, you see, Mathino Group Retail Data Warehouse, and it's US sales, and it's got the state data within it, and that's what we're going to use. We'll connect on in, and I'll say okay, and I'm going to just change the name of this data set down here just so that I know that I'm using it with the map. Let's see, we'll call this basic map by state. Okay, let's go to the insert, and we're going to go over to map, and we're going to use the map wizard. And we'll use, once again, the embedded. Now, you know, if you have shape files, you can bring it from there, or if your internal SQL has spatial data, then you can bring that on in. Spatial data stored within SQL databases is getting more and more common, but for our purposes, we're just going to go with exploded, and we'll go next. And here we could zoom in or zoom out if we wanted, but we're just going to leave it at the default. Now, one of the things I do want to do, though, is I'm going to add a Bing layer. So I'm going to have multiple layers. Let me clear that out. So here it is without it, and I'm going to add a Bing layer. So now I'm going to have two layers within this map. I'm going to have an analytical layer, and then I'm going to have a Bing map overlaying this. So I'll come through, and what we're going to do is an analytical map, and this time we'll choose color analytical, and we'll go next. Now here's my internal data set, and we know we want to use that. And I'm going to match up the state name to the field that I have over here, state province name. And as you see, here's my names and the state names, so to make sure that they're a match. Now my theme, I'm going to change the theme, I think, to, we'll go with forest. No, we're not. Let's go with mahogany so I get a big color shift. Field to visualize, what I want to look at down here, I'm going to go with some, let's go pick some sales. Yeah, let's go with quantity. And we'll change the color down here. Let's go with multiple colors. Red, yellow, green sounds fine. So we got multiple colors in here. And we'll come through and we'll finish. Now let's get rid of the footer. Let's expand out the map some so we can see it a little better. And we'll go ahead and run it. And as you can see down here, and now I've got my red, yellow, and green. Here's my tile, and you can come through and pick that on up. So you can see the title down in here, and I could change all this. This again is just a gauge. Let's go back over to design, and we'll click in here into the map. Yeah, we'll click into the map so that, and I've got to shorten this up so you can see it. Click into the map so I can see the map layers. Now, here's my polygon layer, which is what's showing me my data. Layer data, polygon layer 1, and it's bringing that layer data on in, data embedded in the report. Let's cancel on out of that. Let's look at the Bing map now. I'm going to pull this down, and I'm going to say, I'm going to look at map properties. I think. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Bear with me a second. Let me find the right thing. Sorry, it's the tile layer properties. Again, tile properties. There you go. These are all tiles. We're laying one over the other. And I've got the type in there as road. Okay, so you can see this. Let's change that on out. And let's go aerial. And that changed it on out. Now look at this hybrid. So I've got a hybrid in here, and we'll stick with hybrid for this time. You see I've got that different information in here, and let's run it just to see what it looks like. And now you've got your basic analytical map in here, and so you see the colors, and I would add a map title in here, etc. And I could go in, again, if I select in here, and you can add other layers down as you come on through if you wanted to. Again, be careful on your maps that you don't fill them up so that their information really does not make a lot of sense. I mean, everybody should realize, you know, that this is the United States, that this is Mexico, that this is Canada, whatever. Okay, let's take it one look at some more stuff. I'm clicking in here. I'm going to go in and I want to look at the viewport properties, which is This is all the viewport. So if I come down here like this, it's geographical. Let me move over so you can see this change when I have. If I go over to planner, see the different changes. Let's go back to geographical, and my projection is Mercator, and I can change the different projections down here. Just pick one, and you can see the different projections that I have. And now I've got this slight sweep, and I can change my minimum, maximum, longitude, etc. I can change my center and zooms. Center map to show a map layer, right? And I can say tile layer 1. I can change my optimization for quality or for performance. Maps take a while to produce. So, you know, quality, what I want, I'm going to move that on up. You see my map resolution. And this is just the other standard stuff that you're used to. So I can do back over to general, and I'll say okay, and let's see what our changes did. And again, you see these changes down here, and these all in white are off the scale. Whatever it is we were selling is off the scale. So you or at least our data is off the scale. So back over to design view. Again, this is just like any of the other graphs that you're doing. You're back and forth within the properties down there. You're making a change and you're coming back over. And here I'm over in the legend properties. And again, these are all expressionable also. And I can do alignments and line styles. All these are, this gets quite repetitive up in here as you're coming through and doing all these different changes between graphs and gauges and charts.